Could new footage of the Air India plane give a clue as to why it crashed? Pilot Steve Schreiber said the nuclear video shows dual engine failure before the tragedy that killed 241 passengers. Captain Steve explained to his YouTube audience that he could see a protrusion on the belly of the aircraft beneath the plane's right wing, and underneath this a grey little dot, which he believes meant the ram access turbine, an alternate power source, was deployed on the plane shortly before it crashed, a likely sign of engine failure. Investigators have recovered the plane's black box, which should give a clearer picture of what exactly happened.
Where did all of it begin? Was it there? No. It doesn't matter where. Everything happened as I willed it. Everything begins here.
I'll drive them all out! Kill them with my bare hands! Damn you! You traitors! Then stop acting like you've got any right to feel sorry for yourself! We're living in hell you two created!
Trample it to the ground, the whole outside world, and every person in it.
That isn't the answer, Aaron! We don't have anything to do with what we've gone through!
Witness all that. Was to know the greatest freedom this world could offer.
We're here! We're free!
I was there at the Bayside Mall with my family, and we all saw exactly what happened. Don't pay attention to a lot of the videos that are out there. I feel like a lot of people are trying to use this for clout, but what happened, we all saw what happened, and it's pretty serious. It's been a few days, but our whole family's processing it, but I think we've kind of accepted that we were a part of this weird experience, a moment. So basically what happened was I was there with my brother Brian, and my sister and my nephew. We were looking for shoes for my nephew, and then we see a whole crowd of people outside the store, just running out in a direction. So as soon as we saw it, we were like, oh shit, what's going on? So we immediately ran out with our nephew, and we picked him up and we ran out and we followed the crowd. And then about a few seconds later, as soon as we started running, my nephew, he's autistic, so he was pointing behind us and he was saying blanky, which he'll usually say whenever he feels unsafe or scared. And he was pointing behind us. So me and my brother, we look behind us, and then we see these 3, 9, 10 foot tall creatures. I'm not gonna say aliens. Everyone keeps saying it's aliens. I'm not saying aliens because I don't know what it was. None of us really knew. Everyone, all of us stopped in our track. We, a whole bunch of people were pointing at it. There were other people running. There was a crowd. As soon as it made itself more apparent, it looked like it was glitching, not like a computer pixelation, but like a wavy glitch. And whatever maybe was covering them had, unveiled or whatever. Yeah, it looked like a glitch, man. Like a weird glitch in the Matrix or whatever. And then you could see it in its full form, all 3 of them. And then, they were all black. You saw eyes, and you could faintly see like lips. But, yeah, I was about 20 feet away, because obviously everybody gave it distance, right? And, they're tall. So we all just looked at them. They were just standing there. And the thing that was a little bit weird, well, it was clearly observing us. It was sentient, right? Or whatever. I don't know, but it was aware of us. It looked at us, the whole crowd, and then as soon as it started walking with its big legs,
Oh my god. Jesus.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
There have been multiple raids by ICE agents today in Southern California around the LA area. You had ICE show up to Home Depots where they target day laborers. This is one of a few protests that are going on. It started at the Home Depot in Paramount, California, which is a little over 10 miles southeast of downtown Los Angeles. People are throwing projectiles. They've shot fireworks at the sheriff's department here. The sheriff's department firing flashbangs, as you can fucking hear. They've been shooting tear gas into the crowd, shooting people with rubber bullets, keep them getting whiffs of tear gas, which is a brand new experience. During the time I am here, this is all taking place next to a strip mall, and some of those businesses are currently open. People are hiding in the shops here, peering out, wondering what's going to happen next. There are helicopters everywhere. The Home Depot from where we are is probably about a quarter of a mile away, and since this morning after the protests started, the sheriff's department, they've been driving the protesters slowly down the street. I don't know what the goal is here, but the sheriff's department keeps on pushing back the protesters block by block by block, and I'm not really sure what their objective is because you're just moving them blocks and they're not dispersing. I've been here for about 2 hours. They keep on shooting people, tear gassing people. The crowd is not subsided at all.
And after I filmed this on Saturday, President Trump called for 2,000 National Guard troops to be deployed to Los Angeles to address the lawlessness that has been allowed.
Well, the ongoing war in Ukraine is taking a serious turn for the worse. With all eyes on the Middle East, Russia has been raining down hundreds of drones and missiles on the capital, Kiev. One strike hit a multi-story residential building, splitting it in two and leaving a huge gap where hundreds of homes were just moments before. Emergency workers say at least 23 bodies in this attack alone were pulled from the rubble. All this as Vladimir Putin of Russia is casting himself as a power broker in the Israel-Iran conflict, trying to shift focus onto his potential role as a Mideast peacemaker and away from the war he's waging closer to home.